10 years ago, you could get yourself a decently spec BMW X5 for R1,000,000. In today's standards, however, R1,000,000 can only get you a base spec BMW X3. And there's a big difference between those two cars, especially when it comes to size and specification. But what if you need all that size, and what if you need all that luxury, but you only have R1,000,000? Well, I may have the answer for you in the new Hyundai Palisade. So what's changed between the Palisade that launched 3 years ago and this one? Well, it's all, that's hot. And it's exactly that. It's this grille, and this grille is indeed hot, figuratively and quite literally. But look at it. The new Hyundais have got this new design language that looks very bold and aggressive. This car looks like something that would come from a Marvel movie. Overall, the dimensions of the Palisade remains the same, with there being a slight change to the taillights over there. But I do like the fact that this car offers something different in terms of its stance. It's very, very long. In fact, it's long. It's very long. On the inside of this updated Hyundai Palisade, you can see where your money is going, because the interior quality here is very good. It feels premium, it feels expensive, even though the steering wheel is the same steering wheel you get in a lot of Hyundai products. Overall, this car's feel and the way it just exudes luxury really impresses me. It's refreshing to see an old school cockpit style dashboard where you've got actual buttons. You know what? I love them. So the revisions to this 2023 year model vehicle are as follows. They're quite extensive, so I'm actually going to read it to you verbatim. So we've got a multi-collision braking system that has been added. We've got a heated steering wheel. We've got ventilated seats for both front and the second row, which is great. We've also got an updated 12.3-inch infotainment system that supports Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You've also got a full parking camera, which has got surround view and blind spot view. You've got lane keep assist and lane follow. There's so much stuff that has changed, and that's the point we're making. Yes, this car does cost 1.1 million rand, but you get a bunch of this tech that all comes with this vehicle. And find me one of the premium marques that give you all of this for the same price with the same spec. See what I'm saying? And one of the favorite things that I enjoy about this specific vehicle is the fact that I've got the captain's chair specified. If this isn't an insult to the premium marques out there, I don't know what is. Because I can tell you now, in those other vehicles, I'm not gonna have this amount of legroom. The last two seats at the back also offer enough space for an adult. If you're going to be putting up this 5th and 6th seat, then you still have a decent amount of boot space, even with these seats up. Now you only get one derivative, the Elite model. The good thing about that, however, is that you get a 2.2-litre diesel that offers 142 kilowatts and 440 Newton meters of torque. And this car is mated as well to an 8-speed automatic gearbox. So from a drivetrain perspective, you've got plenty power and you've got a decent gearbox that is not going to be hunting for ratios on your day-to-day drive. In fact, this car is very comfortable. What I find most interesting about this car is its ability to just eat kilometers after kilometers after kilometers. It is a big car, so you're quite aware with the fact that you've got a 7-seater or an 8-seater at your disposal, but it doesn't feel like that whatsoever. The funny thing though about this vehicle is that I've got these drive modes that I can select, and within those drive modes, I've got the usual comfort, eco, sport, and smart. There's a terrain button that I can pick as well, which will give me the option to choose between snow, mud, and sand. Because believe it or not, this car is also a 4-wheel drive vehicle. I know for a fact it's not going to be as capable as the likes of a Ford Everest, but for those of you who don't want to do some hardcore off-roading, but still want something that can handle different terrains, this car also gives you that. So in my opinion, the Hyundai Palisade is the brand's best kept secret locally. And the reason why I say secret is because, believe it or not, ever since this car launched about 2 to 3 years ago, they've only sold around about 250 odd units of this vehicle, which is surprising for me, and that tells me that people simply don't know enough about this car. I think a brand like Hyundai needs to do more in terms of marketing a car like this, because on the outset, you might look at it and think, 1.1 million rand, that's a lot of money. But when you drive this car and you experience all the things that it offers you, you see that it's actually a little bit of a bargain, especially in today's car market.